Hey y'all, this is AO Spades. I am putting a return video for the banning of paintball in Germany. I, for one, think that is complete BS. The kid was not even into paintball. He was into airsoft, which is a completely different sport. Their guns are made to look like actual guns, actual military firearms, whereas paintball can do both, mainly looking like, they look like a paintball gun. You can see somebody walking down the street and say, oh, that's a paintball gun. You put an airsofter on the street, they're going to be like, wow, is he carrying a real gun? Okay, a couple things to compare the banning of paintball's absurdity with because of its violence. Rugby, very popular, a very violent sport, more violent so than football in America. You guys haven't banned that yet, and you have people who come with missing teeth, broken arms, broken jaws, all that kind of great stuff. Why don't you ban that? Why are you banning paintball? Guns. They're made for destruction. Actual firearms are made to shoot. They're made to destroy, basically. Destroy a human life, destroy an animal, destroy the piece of paper you're shooting at from 50 yards away. Paintball guns, first of all, they're not called guns, they're called paintball markers. They're called markers because you mark your enemy. You mark them with bright filled paint. The paintball itself is probably the safest activity. You've got your mask, which is what I'm wearing. You've got a barrel cover to make sure you don't hit a fellow player walking off the field. You have your safety, which right here, you turn it on. Oh yeah, look at that, it's on, which means it's ready to go, it's ready to fire. And now it's back off. Also, you've got this for safety measures. Make sure no air's in your gun. I don't see any firearms having that. Referees, their job is to make sure their field is the safest possible. They have rules and guidelines that you have to watch before even going to play on their field. Also, they have enclosed areas and protective netting to ensure that those outside the netting will not get hurt. Church groups go play paintball. Last time I checked, I haven't seen any church groups attending football or rugby because they really aren't aiming for their youth group to get hurt. They're aiming for their youth group to have fun with their other members and other people playing paintball. Church groups play paintball because they know about the rules and the guidelines and the superior safety that goes into the sport itself. And they do this because it's an exciting sport, an exciting activity for today's youth, and it really gets them involved. Breakdown of a gun compared to a paintball gun. Let's see here. I can even compare this with airsoft. Look at this. Can you tell the difference between this gun and a real gun walking down the street? Hell no. You see a person with a pistol walking down your street, you're getting the hell out of there. On the other hand, you see somebody walking with one of these, and you're going to be like, whoa, what's that? That's kind of cool looking. It doesn't even look like a real gun. What's that funny thing on top? Why has he got this on? What's that big thing coming out the back? It doesn't even look like a real gun. Do real guns have funky milling like that? No, they don't. In no way is it comparable to this. Okay, once again, you see somebody walking down the street with this, you're getting the hell out of there as fast as you can, whether you're running, whether you're on a bike, whether you're in a car. You're getting the hell away. You see somebody with this, you kind of want to stop and check it out, see what they're doing. Especially if they're wearing a mask like this. Martial arts breakdown compared to paintball. Why don't you ban martial arts? Yes, it's a form of self-defense, but more people abuse it than they do use it for self-defense. For instance, Many martial arts programs train in a form of weapons defense. This is a samurai sword. Many martial arts studios, including the one that we own, train you with weapons, whether it's the tonfa, the kamas, the samurai sword, the bow staff, or the nunchucks. Okay, you're not going to show up to school with any of those because you're going to get in trouble for it. So why don't you ban martial arts before you ban paintball? Another thing that possibly could have happened to make the kid go off and kill 15 people at his school was peer pressure. People didn't like him, maybe. Maybe he was fed up with people making fun of him. I don't necessarily understand how you can directly relate that to paintball. Paintball is a close-knit community who typically like to help each other out rather than persecute each other. Another possible reasoning for the shooting, and in my opinion, the most logical, would be video games. They're becoming so graphic and so realistic these days that you can't really tell the difference between real world and video games. I know this because it's come up several different times in the news. Ban video games before you ban paintball, plain and simple. You see plenty of people playing Call of Duty, Brother in Arms, stuff like that, where it's realistic military shooters. And once you shoot the person, you see blood go out. You don't see that with paintballs. Which brings up another issue, not necessarily issue, but a safety input with paintball, is the actual paintballs themselves. If you've ever noticed, there are no paintballs with red filler. The reason is because of safety. They want to know if you're actually bleeding or whether it's paint on you. That's why it is illegal to have red in your paintballs. Once again, this is a video, I just lost my words. This is a video return for banning paintball in Germany. I think it's completely absurd.